Oh my God. The crow was a big old piece of trash. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay. We're going to do this mullet style. Okay? So that means review in the front, spoilers in the back. A warning to Snarky J. Do not go see this movie. That rhymed, don't need to play the game. Bars! Oh man, Snarky J is a huge Crow fan. From what I understand, that's her favorite movie of all time. Don't do it. Get down. Get out of here. Now. Go. Run. To all my super duper duper Crow fans. Oh man. I do not think you guys are going to like this. I don't think you guys are going to like this. Okay. Bill Skarsgård. I like him. Okay. As an actor. You know what I mean? He came out. He did it. You know what I mean? He probably was in other stuff before that, but I didn't know him before that. And he's done other stuff, and he's been great in the stuff that he's done. This is an absolute retelling. This is an absolute retelling, okay? Because I'm sitting here watching this, and I'm like, okay, that didn't happen in the first movie. That didn't happen in the first movie. This didn't happen in the first movie. This didn't happen that way in the first movie. Wait a minute. This didn't even happen. This didn't happen. This happened, but what is going on here? Okay? Now look, I am not one of those fans that is a bougie purist. In other words, if you haven't read all the comic books, if you haven't read all the expanded editions, all of the graphic novels, seen the cartoons, any side series, all the movies, you're not a real Crow fan. Whatever. You can be a fan at different levels and still be a super fan. Some people are only fans of particular movies or animations or books or comic books or graphic novels. We're all fans, and I accept you all as fans of The Crow, all right? Many people use for defense for movies of whether something was in the comic books or the books or whatever. Just tell the story right, okay? Just execute properly. That's all. Something can be different. I'm for that. Oh, okay, it's updated. It's new. It's a retelling. I'm actually fine with that if you do it right. If it's like, okay, like, I always talk about me. You know, I'm not really the Joker. I'm kind of a variant, but people liked me. Right? People liked him a lot. A lot. They think a lot of people think he's the best Joker of all time. Like I said, to me, like really, definitively, Mark Hamill is. His voice of that is just totally, it just totally encompasses who the Joker is. Live action, Jack Nicholson for me. Okay, but I do like Heath very much so. So I'm okay with that, okay? So, but this movie did not do it for me. It is so far off from anything that I remember from the movie. So for all you people that are like, well, in the comics, this, I don't care whether it happened in the comics or not. It's just this whole retelling was not executed well. Many of you also asked me, was it woke? If you know all the ESG and DEI boxes, there's several checked. Definitely several checked. As a black man, I tend to recognize how they want to portray us all the time. They either have they have the masculine, short-haired black women in there. They have the black girls with the dreadlocks or whatever, to make us more authentic. Like I've noticed what they've been doing over the years, but I don't think I would call this a woke movie. Okay? Maybe upon further examination, but right now I'm going to say there's boxes checked, but it's not woke. Got what I'm saying? Okay, now let's continue. I saw the first movie when I was a kid, and I don't think I went to the movies to see it. I think I actually saw it on HBO, and I was like, yo, I really like this movie. I may have gone to the theater or not, but I can't remember. And I bought my copy. Man. And it's one of those movies, it's a dark movie, but I refer back to it, every once in a while. I want to watch it, it's one of those, it's got that, what do they call that, cult following, you know what I'm saying? Brandon Lee's last movie, he was tragically died while shooting it. And, it's really sad because I think he would have been a major star, just like his father. I don't know if he'd have been as big as his father, but I think he would have been a major star. It was sad to see him go like that. But he really did a good job with that character. I'd never known about the comics. I'd never read the comics. I didn't even know it was based on a comic. I just knew that it was a cool movie that Brandon Lee was in. So I made sure that I saw it. In this movie, everyone that has seen the first one, you're going to compare it because you have nothing else to compare it to. You know what I mean? You'll find yourself comparing it. And I will say for this movie, there were certain kills in this. There were certain kills in this that were like, and I was waiting for them. Of course, it's like it's gonna be crazy because you saw the trailer and you're like, okay, this is definitely gory. It's gonna be gorier, and it looks like it's gonna be some crazy kills, and especially the way they try to kill him. They offer more to the lore than the first movie. Like I said, don't know what's in the comics, don't know what's in any other media other than the movie itself, The Crow, that Brandon Lee was in. That's all I know about this, okay? So, special effects were pretty good with him healing, getting shot, the fights, he's got a sword a lot in this, especially toward the end. There are guns, there's punches, there's kicks, there's guns, but it just, there's like there's like supernatural packs in this. Like this, like it's not what you remember. And I found myself getting bored. I actually texted everyone. I posted on Twitter, I posted on Facebook, and I posted on my YouTube wall. I was just like, what the F? Like everyone knew I said The Crow so far. What the F? Like just the way it starts out, how him and Shelly meet, who they are. I'm just like, what is this? The whole time I'm just like, what is this? I don't remember any of this, but at the same time, you know what it felt like? It felt like I don't know, it just felt like one of those really mid to low tier throwaway movies that they've tried to revive with another retelling or a reboot that just didn't work. That's exactly what it felt like. It just didn't work. I thought the acting was good for the most part. I thought a lot of the special effects were good. Like there was nothing where I was like, oh, that looked bad. You got what I'm saying? Like there was nothing, I can't remember. It's anything where I'm just like, they could have did that better. Now maybe you special effects techies, will notice it, but I don't think there was anything where I was just like, these special effects suck. Where'd the budget go? It wasn't like that, Them as a couple, I didn't like them. I didn't like Shelly either. I just didn't like her. Something about her personality. I did not like her. Him, he kind of grew on me as the movie went on. I'll give him an A for effort. This movie, I will say, is a 2 out of 5 woos. Okay, that is below average. 2.5 is right there in the middle. Like, man, it's all right. It was okay. That's what 2.5 is to me. It's all right. Anything above that is good. Okay, or passing to good. This is a 2. I'm giving them an A for effort. It was a good looking movie. An A for effort for trying to change up everything, and the special effects were good, and a couple of the kills were good. But that's it. I don't ever need to watch this again. I don't yearn to watch it again. If you're a Crow purist and you're like, yo, should I see it? I'll be like, look, if it's going to bother you to see how much they changed, no. But if you're just like, hey, let's see. Go ahead. At this point in time, if I had known before I went to see the movie, would have been like, I wouldn't even, no, I'm not going to even go to see it. No, I'm not going to see it. Now, spoilers. Him and Shelly, first of all, they meet in like a rehab. They're both these bum, artsy-fartsy, drug addict head cases, and they meet in a rehab facility. Okay? There's a guy in this, the main bad guy. Remember the guy that was, in a relationship with his sister and the other one? I think we broke her. Him. I don't even know if it's the same guy. I don't think it is. This guy, he's like he's immortal. And he's immortal. The main bad guy's immortal because he made a deal with the damn devil. And he's able to speak evil into your ear and get you to do evil things or kill yourself so that you give your soul to the damn devil so that he can continue to live forever. Him and his whole crew going around killing people and all interconnected. Shelly's mom is down with this dude. They suffocate them to death. In the other crow, he was beaten to death and thrown out of the window. She was, raped and, he has this guide, this spiritual guide that's in between, I guess, in crow purgatory, that teaches him all about the crows and how to do it. He dies twice in this. He dies twice because his love needed to be pure for Shelly, and he saw that Shelly had been corrupted at one point by this devil guy, and it made his love not pure for her, seeing that she did something evil. It's I don't know. It's they weren't part of a rock band or anything. He wasn't a musician. There's no little female friend, the little girl that knew him. She's not in this. There's no cop that befriends him. He's not in this. There's a corrupt cop in it, along with the other bad guys. I think there's like a callback to, I keep forgetting his name. Was it Tintin? The guy dude with the knives. He bumps a guy with dreadlocks when he's walking through a crowd at one point, and I was like, I think that was a callback or a little Easter egg. There's no post-credit scenes. They're not married. They don't get married on Halloween. They're just in a relationship together. They escape the asylum together, the rehab together, hitchhiking through America. The bad guys find them. Her friend got killed earlier by the dude speaking into her ear. She had a video of, him speaking into Shelly's ear to kill someone. It's like, see what I'm talking about? It's like none of this, fire it. None of that's in it. None of it. I don't think I'm trying to think there's nothing that's like the same. He doesn't jump on anything to, and then you see his hands. There's nothing like that. There's no running on rooftops with the crow. The crow never gets hurt. The crow never gets hurt. The crow never is like showing us a link to his power, and if you hurt the crow, that it'll take it. So it's none of that. It's not. It's just The Crow in name. It's not the same movie whatsoever. It's just The Crow in name. The montage for him painting his face is much better in the first movie. And they don't get their happily ever after at the end. They don't. Like Shelley gets to live, and he trades his soul for hers. Like I said, he died twice. The second time he died because his love wasn't pure after being the Crow for a little bit. He had to trade his soul to be able to go back to save her. So at the end, she gets to live, and he's still dead. But in the life in between or something. With crows flapping around. There's no fiery crow symbol with the crow landing on his shoulder. Like, they just not, yo, this movie's basically trash. Okay, but it's a little bit more than trash because, like I said, it's a good-looking movie. I can see they were trying. I felt like they were trying. And a few of the kills were good. It's like, I see what you're going for, but this ain't it, Chief. Post comments down below. Let me know what y'all thought. If you enjoyed my thoughts on this, my review, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If there's anything I missed, post it in the comments. Y'all know I be spitballing. I'm not writing a script for this. It is what it is. Will this work for Zoomers? Maybe. Zoomers got young men saying, my coochie pink, my booty home brown. I mean, hey, I wouldn't have been doing that. My generation wouldn't have been doing that. Straight dudes wouldn't have been doing that back in my day. Straight dudes is doing that now in high school. So, I mean, Zoomers is different. Maybe they'll like this. 10 million subscribers. Woo!